Hofstra has always been my first choice. I think it was just coming on campus and just feeling at home immediately right off the bat. I was with my friends and just walking around, it was just beautiful. Like, I've never been on a campus this big before. And also the School of Communications program, the professors I've met during the open house was incredible. I first heard about Honors College during the open house and just on the tour. I remember my tour guide was actually an Honors College student. She seemed really happy, and she spoke about all these classes that she was taking, CNE and honors seminars. I've taken like a bunch of honors courses, and a lot of the professors have left an impact on me. And right now I'm actually taking an honors seminar with Professor Dobrin, and it's an honor seminar on East Africa, and it's been something that's completely out of my element because I've never taken a class like that before, but definitely one of my favorites. And just working with the professors one-on-one, they've always been really, really great, and all the classes that I've taken have, I guess, tested me in a way that I've never been tested before. Well, my sophomore year I got really involved on campus. I was secretary my sophomore year of Ed 2010, and then after that became vice president. And just those women in that club have been so inspirational to me, and I've learned so much from them. Ed 2010 is a magazine networking club, so it caters to magazine mavens, those who want to get into the magazine industry and pursue a career in magazines. And just meeting those people who are just as passionate as I am about the industry and about writing and editing has been incredible. On the weekends, I'm also a language instructor through AmeriCorps, through Hofstra. I've always loved to volunteer, and since I am fluent in Spanish, I thought that becoming an English instructor, helping native Spanish speakers and French speakers how to speak English, was the perfect match. I joined the Chronicle, which is the on-campus paper at Hofstra, my sophomore year, as an assistant features editor. But before that, I was also a columnist at writing for the op-ed section. And on top of all that, I somehow managed to do 9 internships during my college career, which is a little hectic, I'll admit, but it was completely worth it at the end of it. My first 3 were actually done remotely from my dorm room my sophomore year. They were virtual internships, so I got to write and research and edit from my dorm room, which was definitely more convenient, but also very hands-on at the same time. I also, was in contact constantly with the CEO, founder, editor-in-chief of those websites, so it was definitely great. And after that, I did get a little bit more experience doing on-site internships. I've done internships for both print and web publications, at Parents Magazine, Bridal Guide, and currently now at Glamour. It's going to be a year that I'll be at Glamour. Since I am the web intern there, I get to write a lot of blog posts for all of the channels on their site. I also get to build and prep slideshows, so it's all very hands-on. Has to do with coding and just fixing up the website and doing a little bit of social media. I get to manage will help manage the Pinterest and Twitter accounts. And I've also been helping with Glam Belleza Latina, which is the new sister publication to Glamour, so that's also been really cool. Initially, I wanted to become a print editor, just strictly print. That was my goal from the start. But after doing all of these internships on the web and doing the remote internships from my dorm room, I just quickly fell in love with the web aspect of the magazine industry. I also love to code, learning how to code, and CMS, CSS, HTML coding. It's all been really interesting to me, and because of that interest, I actually approached Professor Jamie Cohen about doing an honors thesis with him on building a website from scratch for this author who has a book coming out in the fall. After graduation, I have so many goals, it's ridiculous, and some of them aren't even related to each other, but I would love ultimately to become a web editor at either a magazine or nonprofit. That's my main goal, but after that, I'd love to be a professor, a journalism professor or an Italian professor, and own a bakery one day. Those are my dreams.